Hello, I am Marissa Beatty Collier, CEO of SG Mental Health Counseling, and thank you again for watching our YouTube channel, where the purpose of the channel is to empower, educate, and normalize mental health.
Yeah, it's all about helping each other. Mental health for Black, Indigenous, people of color. It's time to normalize therapy. Feeling like you drowning? You need SG Mental Health Counseling. Unhealthy family.
In today's talk video, we're going to continue this discussion of not settling in relationships. So don't forget to subscribe and follow us, right? So let's get into it. I'm so excited, y'all. Oh, and if anybody knows how to tie a scarf, please let me know. I can do the basics with a scarf, make it look cute, but I want to make it a little bit more fancy. So if you know how to do that, let me know. Drop a link for me. Okay, so I have my iPad right here. So if you see me looking away and then looking back at the camera, it's because I want to make sure I get it right for you. So today we are talking about five reasons why we are settling less than we deserve in a relationship. So 5 reasons why we are settling, right? So the first reason is denial of reality. So we are looking at the actions of the person. The actions is showing us we don't care about you. The words that we're using don't match up. And so because they're not lining up, we only want to see the good in the relationship. We don't see the uncomfortable parts. So with those uncomfortable parts, we make excuses. So you're making excuses. So the first thing is going to be denial of reality. That you don't accept the person for who they are because their actions do not line up with their words. The second reason that you would know that you're settling for what you deserve in a relationship would be thinking that you can change another person. I was guilty of that in my early 20s. I thought that if I changed who I was, it would make the person want to change for me because I changed for them. But to be honest, that's not how this thing works. Change begins with the person because they want to. So I'm going to give you an example. So oftentimes people tend to think, oh, he put a ring on it. Excuse my nails. Yep, one of them popped off. But you think because he put a ring on it, that it's going to change the relationship. Oftentimes, yes, it does change the relationship, but it doesn't change for the better. Not if you're settling. Or we think that we're going to have a baby by someone, or we're going to have a love child, that they're just going to magically be the person that we want them to be. But that's the furthest from the truth. They're not. So it's important to understand that you cannot change someone. Change starts within self. The third thing is feelings of inadequacy and shame. That me, guilty of that again. So, throughout, my childhood, teenage years, young adult, I had those feelings of shame and inadequacy. But it was because I didn't know who I was. It was because I had low self-esteem. And because I had low self-esteem, sometimes I self-sabotage relationships. I allowed people to do controlling behaviors, allowing someone to rescue me that didn't deserve rescuing me, or giving them that sense of feeling. Or, y'all, I dealt heavily in this one, people pleasing. I thought that if I would give people gifts, or if I'm there for you 24/7, regardless of what I have going on, that you would see my worth and my purpose in your life, because I was selfless. I gave up me. I bet you can't get me to do that now, because that was a complete lie. It wasn't truth. So, third thing is feelings of inadequacy and shame. The fourth thing, sometimes we just too damn comfortable. We're too comfortable in the relationship because this is the norm. This is what everybody's used to. You're afraid that, society says relationships should be this way. Or your family absolutely loves this person. Or your friends loves this person. But you don't love them. You're just settling. And we become comfortable and complacent in the relationship. And my last sign, fear of being alone. But to be honest again with you, you have to know who the hell you are. You can't depend on someone else to tell you who you are, because then you start taking on that perception of who they want you to be. And that may not be in alignment with who you are. So it's important to figure out who you are. How do you do that? Spending time alone. Being single. Enjoying being single. Yes, it's nice to be in a relationship. But yes, it's also nice to be able to get up and go, to be able to not be worried about somebody else's feelings or what they want to eat, or vacation, or they're riding your coattail. I'm guilty of falling into those signs that I was not in a healthy relationship. I was settling. In my 20s, I settled for one night stands because that's all I thought that I was worth. I was worth just temporary fulfillment. I settled for so much. But now that I know who I am, I'm not settling. But I had to take the time to get to know me and know my worth and do my own healing journey. I'm not going to say it was easy. It was hard. I'm not going to say that I don't have struggles to this day. But I bet you your bottom dollar. Yeah, I know that's old school. I'm old school. That today I know my worth. I'm not settling. I'm not settling in my marriage. I'm not settling in business. I'm not settling in friendships. I'm not settling in interpersonal relationships. I'm not doing that. Why? Because I know my worth. I know my value. And for a long time, I didn't know that. But we're going to talk about that in another video. How do you know your worth? It's important to know that. And so remember that if you want to learn more tips, more advice about relationships, mental health, also, if you have something you want me to talk about in a future video, comment below. I'd be more than willing to take a look at it and put something together. Because as you know, SG Mental Health is all about educating and empowering and normalizing. So, knowing who you are, celebrating your worth, is imperative. Don't forget to like, share, and comment on today's video. I'm still working in progress with this whole YouTube thing, you guys, so give me some grace, right? I'm giving myself some grace. So you can follow us on our social media platforms, which is going to be Facebook and Instagram, SG Mental Health Co. And TikTok, y'all know what I would say, we be TikToking, right? So that's going to be SG Mental Health. So TikTok, SG Mental Health. And if you know anyone that is interested, or if you yourself are interested in therapy services or coaching services, visit our website at www.sgmentalhealthservices.com. And again, remember, you are worth celebrating. Bye.
Yeah, it's all about helping each other. Mental health for Black, Indigenous, people of color. It's time to normalize therapy. Feeling